one of the things I've noticed now is that all the nicotine guys are quitting smoking. They're not quitting nicotine at all. They're on patches. They don't wear the patches, but they chew the new stuff, the Zyn. Oh, do they love it? I was reading this guy who said total noob. Will 12 milligrams of Zyn figuratively kill me? He goes, I had no idea what I was doing when I ordered a 12 milligram juice head pack from Nicotine. Thought the flavor sounded good. First of all, the flavor's juice head.
Yeah. Juice head.
I'm looking this up right now.
I've never smoked or used any tobacco product. I ordered the pack as part of my research into Nicotine's parent company, Hape. Can I just keep the pouch in for a short time to limit the nicotine intake? What's a short time? A minute? 5 minutes? Thanks for your help. So
dude, don't get someone else to do the research. Why are you never had the addiction? Why are you making yourself addicted to this thing?
Well, because really needs to see if the thing that helps you quit works.
I used to chew the nicotine gums sometimes, like when I chewed tobacco. I've mentioned it before.
I was a dipper too.
I was a dipper, like I played baseball and my friends all played hockey, and we would like get together at lunch and we would chew tobacco. Skull. I chewed Skull Classic, which really tastes like manure. It's really, but that's kind of what you did with the gum, at least the old Nicorette gum or whatever, is that you'd chew it and then you'd put it in like a dip and just kind of have it in there. So when I was trying to quit smoking, which I did after chewing, I found that the gum was really good for people who chew tobacco. But having said that, the only way that I actually quit was just cold turkey. Was I just stopped.
Well, when I was in high school, 10th grade, I quit smoking and started dipping because I thought, you know what? I like this Kodiak wintergreen. They also had cherry flavored dip, and that's good for kids.
Oh, cherry was the nastiest. The cherry Skull. Oh, I hated it so much. I hated that flavor.
I tried dipping once because all like the white trash. I went to like a bad kids high school, like a public high school for like kids who couldn't read or kids who did crimes. And all the white kids dipped. Some of the black kids dipped too. Actually, some of the kind of everybody dipped.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I sort of really associate with this one specific group of white dudes. But then I'm like, no, some of the black kids dipped too, and definitely some of the Mexican kids did. And I just remember them spitting to those fucking water bottles during class. Mm-hmm. It was so nasty. Like half the fucking like half a water bottle full of just black
chew spit. Yeah, it's
spit.
Disgusting. Completely.
Well, let me tell you,
big hockey thing.
And they're just not
hockey players do it a lot.
And you drink it because like you have a crush on the dude and want to get closer to him, and it's just fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I have to say, I sat in the back of the classroom when I was dipping.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have like something to spit in with you, so I spit in the air conditioner.
What the fuck?
God, man. See, these people, like, I'm sorry.
That's despicable. We couldn't chew in class because we'd get in trouble. You know what I mean? Like the teacher but you were that addicted? Like we just waited until like the breaks or whatever.
Because I was addicted to cigarettes.
You were so addicted to nicotine. Yeah.
And again, I just love nicotine so fucking much that like, I don't know if I smoked in the bathroom a lot in high school.
Yeah.
I had a whole system for it. You know, you hold the cigarette like this, so it's in your hand, and then you stand real close to the urinal and you shake. Like, so it looks like you're jacking your Peter off.
Yeah, which I did do.
Yeah. Which is because they took the doors off the stalls in my high school.
What?
It was like prison. Yeah.
Right. So you didn't have doors on the stalls of your fucking shit toilet?
So you had to go take a shit and someone just walk in and see you?
They could. Yeah, somebody could just walk in and see you.
What if you're drinking your fucking classmates' dip juice?
What if you're drinking, piss out of your classmates?
Wait,
what?
You had to shit in full view of your classmates through high school?
I mean, it's not like it was out in the middle of the hallway.
No, but if somebody comes in looking to use the bathroom and they come in and they would see you, they would walk up and see you.
Like, it was highly discouraged. Shitting was highly discouraged where I was because they didn't want doors on the stalls because they were always trying to catch people smoking, you know, because people were always smoking in a bathroom there. It always smelled like cigarettes.
Well, this
I don't get it either, but
that doesn't even seem legal.
We never had an issue with people smoking or anything like that. We did have an issue where there was a period of time where someone was shitting on the floor or like over the toilet and stuff like that. And there was this big thing. It became this huge like investigation. They thought, is it someone struggling in the washroom who's like, you know, or is it somebody like doing whatever? Guess what? Turned out it was my brother's best friend who was doing this thing called sky dumping, where he would sit on top of the stall. So he would get on top of the stall and put like one leg on each side, one arm on each side, and then he would try to shit into the toilet from the top. And he would often miss.
We had brick walls between them, the stalls. I'll say that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what kind of place is it? Yeah,
dude?
what kind of
Groveport Madison High School and Groveport, Ohio.
Jesus Christ. See, my high school, they let you smoke. There was, I went to more than 2 high schools, but the high school I spent most of my time at was a continuation school, which was famous in the district because they had ashtrays and you could smoke. But they removed that while I was there.
Sucks. They can't do that.
You could still
they can't do it.
smoke.
But did you have a grandfather clause? Like, were you able to because you were there before?
Well, no. Now it just became you could smoke, but you just had to smoke off campus, which was like, I don't know.
We weren't even allowed to do that.
But like, I also only went to school for 3 hours a day, and so
they would say if you're smoking during school hours, they can get you. Because one time I did try. Oh, I got in so much trouble for this. I was like, okay, so I walked right over onto the other side of the fence for the property of the high school, and I was just smoking openly. Like, this is great. I'm smoking. Principal comes down. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I start yelling. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not on school property. And then didn't realize that I was going to have to go on school property to go to school. So the minute I walked over the line, I was in trouble. And they took me to the office. It was not perfect.
Sorry. I just before we do get to the actual, episode or whatever, this just reminded me, it's not really related, but I had a principal in elementary school named Mr. Welton, and he had the biggest ears in the world. They like stuck out fully. And in the middle of us going there, he got surgery to take his gigantic ears and press them up against his head. And he looked even weirder. And it was like, I think about it still to this day,
Yeah, we had a guy we had Mr. Holcomb, and he was always like pink, like Tom from Tom and Bunny. He was always like, and my brother fucking got suspended for calling him nipple face.
We had at my regular high school, like the regular high school I went to for like 3 months, we had just this vice principal who biked around all the time and would yell at you. And then at the continuation school I had, we had a guy who was just in charge of telling you not to talk to the regular high school kids because our high school was near it. And like you couldn't give them cigarettes. Like there was basically like you guys like can't contaminate. Because we were in the same school district, but like we weren't allowed to I think our lunch was at different time and shit.
What did you do?
Quarantine.
What caused you to go to that school?
I was on probation and for a fire that I did not, and I say this in sincerity, I didn't do it.
Okay.
But I was on and for vandalism, some of which I did do, but not the stuff that
Gotcha.
And I was present for the fire. Absolutely.
Yeah.